All right. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. It is with sadness in my heart that I have to speak on the great Cecilia Braekus losing to Jessica McCaskill her 147-pound WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO championships in the end of an era and a silencing to the question of who the best woman in professional fighting is. It is now all hail the queen, Cecilia, all hail the queen, Claressa Shields. Let's talk about that in this video. You know this is going to be a hard video for me to make, but it's got to be done. Let's do that in this video. All right. Claressa Shields is the #1 fighter in women's boxing right now, as has been finalized with the defeat of the great Cecilia Braekhus at the hands of Jessica McCaskill, who, might I add, is another one of my favorite female fighters out of the city of Chicago, doing her thing. Chi-Town now has four major championship belts. Thank you, Miss McCaskill, for bringing it on home. The United States of America also, I would say Black America, but I don't quite know with Jessica McCaskill. And I can't figure it out. I'm like, I think she is. She's from Chicago. Her name's Jessica McCaskill. She looks kind of Mexa black. Don't know. So I'll hold off and just call her a Mexican, right? Call her American right now until we can see whether or not, she is like real Southside Chicago or not. Anyway, no, I lied. There's a lot of Italians on the South Side of Chicago, a lot of people on the South, Mexicans on the South Side of Chicago. Whatever it is, we'll take it. Congratulations to Jessica McCaskill. And she will not be getting a rematch with Cecilia Braekus because Cecilia Braekus announced her retirement. Now, that said, there's been a lot of conversations about Cecilia Braekus and Claressa Shields, and how Claressa Shields has been calling herself the greatest woman of all time. Cecilia Braekus said that she is not the greatest woman of all time, or she should not call herself that because she has not proved herself to be that. And Cecilia Braekus was somebody that acts and is somebody now, still is, somebody that has more than enough right to say that because of the amazing amount of accomplishments that she has in her career, right? One of the things, and this is something that I would really like to put a warning out on here, okay? I had a feeling about this loss. That's why I didn't do any videos about, I didn't do any videos about the fight coming up. However, I had the same bad feeling leading into this fight as I had leading into Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 3. And the bad feeling that I got was when, in both cases, same as Gennady Golovkin, there's a jinx on fake records. I'm convinced of it. There is a jinx on fighters that where you give these kind of false comparisons to make it seem as if they are about to beat a milestone of a great fighter. And let me explain what that is with Deontay Wilder, Gennady Golovkin, and Cecilia Braekus fall into this category. And I'm a big supporter of Deontay Wilder. Big supporter of Deontay Wilder. But Deontay Wilder, when he was looking for his 10th title defense, successful title defense, he was going to tie or beat Muhammad Ali's longest title reign, right? Which I think was also 10 or 9. It was 9. But the problem was with comparing Deontay Wilder's and Muhammad Ali is that you missed the fact that Muhammad Ali was undisputed. So there was only one belt for both of those, both of his defenses, right? Well, not two. He held both for the majority of them because there was a WBA and a WBC. But at the time the belts were the same. The same guy held both belts. They didn't split them up, right? And have one guy, two different champions for pretty much all of Ali's time. So it's not the same record because he did it twice. So he had a total of 18 or 19 total title defenses where Deontay Wilder had 9, right? So it was a different thing. So when Deontay Wilder lost, he wasn't able to surpass Muhammad Ali's record, which honestly he wouldn't have surpassed anyway. Then the other one was, this one was with Cecilia Braekus. It was the Joe Louis thing. That she was going to have 25 title defenses to match Joe Louis's record streak. Now, 25 title defenses is, god dog, a lot of title defenses. But again, Cecilia Braekus she had a lot, but she had 12 title defenses undisputed, not 25. So the record was a little bit off, so she wasn't able to break that record. Like Gennady Golovkin wasn't able to break. It's like a jinx on that. When he got to that, whatever, the 21st title defense they tried to give him for a middleweight championship, what happened? He loses to Canelo Alvarez, that number where he would have passed, where they would have said he passed Gennady Golovkin for a fake record. So, Cecilia Braekus missed out on a fake record. That to me was like, oh, geez. First of all, I didn't want to do the video about it because I would have had to say it's a fake record. And I just get tired of pointing out fake records because there's so many fake records that just keep popping up. That's, it's just not, it's apples and oranges, even though it's a great accomplishment in and of itself because she is clearly the longest reigning. I would have to suspect she's the longest reigning women's boxing champion in history. And she probably does have the most championship title defenses of any woman in history, in boxing history. And she dang sure has the most title defenses for 4 of the major championship belts in a weight division for, shoot, it might be men or women, so her career is just exceptional, but but she lost to Jessica McCaskill. And now that at least one question is answered. Who's the top woman in female boxing? That is Claressa Shields. So Claressa Shields now has that roadmap to being the greatest woman of all time. Clearly. Because if she can match what Cecilia Braekus did, that is something she can aim for. And that is a record that will be true because they fought at the same time, right? They're within the same era of fighters, right? They both came up when there were 4 major championship belts, right? For their whole careers. So if she's able to get 25 title defenses I don't know if she's going to be able to do it with being undisputed for all of them because she moved down in weight and now with Cecilia Braekus gone, I think she might just as well move back up to 160 pounds because the option for the catch weight between the two of them is now gone. But, she has the track record, or she has the roadmap now where if she does accomplish, where she knows what it'll take in order for her to be the greatest woman of all time. Because I think Cecilia Braekus has laid that out, right? 25 title defenses of any major championship, 12 or 13 title 12 or 13 title defenses of an undisputed championship. If you can do that, you can beat that, then Claressa Shields deserves to be the greatest woman of all time. But right now, she's the best woman in women's boxing. I know that there are other great fighters that are out there, like, Amanda Serrano out of New York is doing terrific things. I think she's won belts in 3 different weight classes. I think she has like a total of 7 major championship title defenses or title wins, 7 title wins. So she's doing some things. Katie Taylor is doing well, but Katie Taylor, I think, she's doing a Pearson, something like that is the lady that she's supposed to be fighting, but some people thought she lost that fight. But Anyway, boxing, women's boxing is in a good place. Cecilia Braekus, I think Cecilia Braekus left boxing in a good place upon her retirement, and nobody in a better position to take women's boxing to even better places than Claressa Shields. It's unfortunate that we didn't get an opportunity to see the two of those guys fight. But truth be told, I think that Cecilia Braekus knew that Claressa Shields might be a little bit too much for her right now, especially with the size and age advantages that she has. You know what I mean? So anyway, it is what it is. The next step for Jessica McCaskill more than likely is going to be like a rematch with Katie Taylor. I think there probably could be a rematch with Katie Taylor. Also, shoot, there's facts. I don't know how. I got to look at Amanda Serrano's weight classes or whatever, but I think Amanda Serrano might actually be even smaller than Katie Taylor is. But, it is what it is, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what Jessica McCaskill will do. Hopefully we get to see Cecilia Braekus, covering boxing on, maybe on DAZN. I ain't getting DAZN. But anyway, man, great career, Cecilia Braekus. Thank you for everything you did. Hopefully we get to see some more great fights next coming up soon in the women's boxing. And with that, we're out. Peace.